What's up, everybody? It's Old Man Winter 8 for Sun and Ski Sports, and in this video we're going to find out what happens when you step it up from the Ride Lasso to the Lasso Pro. So when it comes to the Lasso series from Ride, these are probably the best-selling boots in their lineup. I can't even tell you what sells better between the Lasso and the Lasso Pro, but they definitely have a little bit of features, and you're getting a little bit more when you do step up to the Lasso Pro. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a better boot, but it does have some stuff that when you do spend more, you are getting more. So starting with the Lasso, we're looking at about a flex of about 7 on this thing, so a little bit more on the medium stiff side of things. It does have a little bit quicker reaction from edge to edge, so it is something that you could ride in the park, but most people are probably going to be going more all mountain and a little bit more towards the free ride side of things. This does have their Intuition support liner, so we've got a really good support on this thing, a really warm liner, and also it is heat moldable just like all the Intuition liners. And on the inside it has their Impacto Ultra insole, which this has got a good foam material underneath your foot. It has a good cup in the back on the heel, and then they put a little bit of this black material. It's kind of another foam. It is just a little bit stiffer to give you a little bit more support underneath your heels. And then moving to the bottom, we have their Impacto rubber outsole, which this is made out of premium recycled rubber, which is a very grippy and durable outsole in general. And then when we step it up to the Lasso Pro, you'll find that you get a lot of features for just a little bit of extra money. So it is a flex of about an 8. So it definitely is a little bit stiffer boot. And that's why we say that one is not better than the other. You might like something a little bit closer to 7, a little bit closer to the medium flex, but you might select something a little bit closer to that stiffer flex. But in addition to that, you're getting a Dream liner that is a wrap liner. So on this one, the Dream liner has a really soft feel on the inside of your foot. We also have that material on the inside that's kind of like a cat's tongue, where it's smooth going in, but it's rough coming out. This really just helps grab your foot and hold you into the boot better. But when you look at that wrap liner that wraps all the way around your leg, you're really getting kind of that more supportive feel around your foot, as opposed to the Lasso, which has a standard cuff with a tongue on it. And then also when we're looking at the Lasso Pro, when we look at the insole, we have their Impacto Elite. So it still has that same foam that's on the Lasso footbed, but when you look at the heel piece, it has a little bit harder material that goes into the arch and wraps around. So you're actually getting a little bit more support and a better cradle around your foot, but also into your arch. That's really helping to reduce that foot fatigue as you're riding all day long. And then when we look at the bottom of this thing, we're actually looking at a Michelin outsole. So the Michelin Fiberlight outsole is super grippy. Michelin is not only known for the grip, they're known for the durability, but they're also known for the flex. So you're gonna get a little bit more board feel out of this as well. And then when we move up to the tongue and the BOA systems and the lacing systems on the Lasso Pro versus the Lasso, this one has their Flex Slime tongue. So it's a little bit sturdier tongue, which is again giving a little bit more of that sturdiness and giving that stiffer flex, not only from the back, but again from the front. And then when we look at the BOA system, both of them have the H4 coiler on the front. But with this one at the bottom of the boot, the lacing actually goes through these kind of independent pieces on the side that are kind of separated from the boot. They're attached down a little bit lower. So when you ratchet this down and crank this thing down, it helps pull these around your foot and really crank your foot into the boot a little bit tighter. And then when we look at that side BOA, the one on the Lasso, when you crank this down, this goes into the tongue, helping to pull the tongue down. But on this one, it has their tongue-tied harness, which instead of going into the tongue, it literally is a harness that's wrapped around your foot. And when you crank this down, it's like cranking an ankle brace around your foot. So you can really see that when you are stepping it up from the Lasso to the Lasso Pro, you're not just spending more money, you're definitely getting a lot of upgrades. But if you got any questions about these two boots beyond anything we talked about in the video, definitely leave some comments down below. Also, make sure to like and subscribe to the Sun and Ski YouTube channel. And make sure to head on into any of the Sun and Ski locations to try both of these boots on, or if you don't have one nearby, just check them out at sunandski.com.